Good evening, and welcome to AQR News at Night. I'm Taylor Davis, reporting with my co-anchor Tyler Hudson and Daniel Rosales. The special tonight is about phone usage at Bowie High School. Reporting on scene with Ethan Doherty.
You can see a Bowie senior here walking on her phone. It's nighttime. She appears to be looking at the screen. Oh, she's approaching a pool. What's she gonna do? She drops her phone in the water and dives in after it. Wow, what a sight. What a sight.
And back to you, Taylor.
Using cluster and stratified combined sampling, we also use convenient sampling because we sampled James Bowie High School students, freshmen, sophomore, junior, and senior students only in our first period class. We sampled 7 questions about what type of phone usage Bowie High School students used. Our first question was, what type of phone do you use? Second question was, what social media app do you use the most? What gender are you? How many hours on average do you use your phone in a given week? How many hours of sleep do you get on a given week? How many text messages do you send on average in a given week? And how many hours do you spend socializing face-to-face? Our brow graph proved our category of data that showed which social media app used the most was Snapchat. Surprisingly, everyone used Snapchat. Well, almost everyone. Our pie chart proves that the categorical data and what type of phone was used the most, and the fact that everyone almost used an iPhone. No one used a Nokia, and only 1% used the other type of phone, which actually really surprised us considering everyone obviously now has an iPhone. Hi, I'm interrupting this segment to tell you how our data could be used. 1, to hire people with better communication skills. 2, to relate products used on social media, such as Snapchat. 3, used for companies to target their marketing spending towards specific demographics. Also, the range of our data is 887 for red, being girls. 2, being our range for the boys as 1,991. Last, our standard deviation being 18.887. Thank you. Proven in our Venn diagram, we took polls from the questions made from the graphs. First being the gender, female, and hours used on phone greater than 20 hours. As you can see, there were 43 total girls, and only 3 were on their phone greater than 20 hours, which was surprising to us considering all the data.
Variously, it shows how many hours of sleep each person gets in a given week. Most people slept 8 to 9 hours or 9 to 10 hours per day. The third most prevalent answer was surprisingly at 4 to 6 hours.
The scatter plot compares how many texts are sent in a given week compared to how many hours of face-to-face socialization occur in a given week.
In our histogram, the data is shown variously and shows how many hours of sleep each person gets in a given week.
The standard deviation of our data is 0.056. The deviant was found using quadratics. This deviant shows the correlation with an outlier.
Go.
Our box plot 5-number summary shows that girls had 3, 50, 212, 480, and 900 texts per week. The boys in blue showed 9, 100, 212, 360, and 2,000 texts per week.
Our observational study concepts were object studies. Freshmen, sophomore, junior, and seniors were all studied at James Bowie High School, and 80 people were surveyed. A selection of subjects. The explanatory variable was the text messages. The response variables was socializing face-to-face versus these text messages. Observed phone usage at kids at Bowie High School. Conclusion, text messages affect socializing face-to-face, but also when you text more, you actually socialize more. Audience, kids with phones. Thanks.
Thank you for watching AQR News, and have a great evening.